beautiful! Welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now, my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about my beautiful singles out there. To be more specific, who's coming towards you in love. And this is a very exciting reading. I love this energy. And also it's gonna be a candle wax reading, by the way. As always, my dear, I have 3 piles you can choose from, and I have cards and crystals for you today. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is going to be pile 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comments section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey, pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now, let's see who's coming towards you in love for my beautiful singles out there. Now, let's start straight away, my dear. Let me get you guys your candle. As always, I already meditated for you guys. And yeah, let's see. For my beautiful pile 1, who's coming towards you in love? What do you need to know? As always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to choose into the energies in here for my beautiful pile 1. Okay, the first thing I'm getting, I actually saw an image which looked very interesting. I saw someone... Okay, no, let me give you the insights. I really feel like, my dear, this person coming towards you in love is someone who has definitely, or let me put it that way, they are where they wanted to be. They are where they worked towards. I feel like the person coming towards you is a very career-oriented person, but let me, explain it a little bit more. It's much more than that. I feel like this person could have some kind of recognition regarding what they're doing, when it comes to the work and just whatever they are putting their energy into, because I talked about the image which was coming through. And okay, I do feel drawn now to share it. I saw someone, it almost looked like being on a stage and they were waving at other people, and it looked like the other people who were there were actually applauding this individual, almost like looking up to them, or this person may have achieved something and they are applauding to them. But it was very clear to me that this was work-related. Honestly, this could be someone who has achieved certain things when it comes to their work that other people maybe are thriving towards or want to achieve as well. So maybe some people see this person in a way or another as a role model even, or someone who is already where they want to be. But it's also interesting how I feel like this person could be someone who, it feels like someone who could be on a position where other people are working for them, or they are in a higher position. They have some kind of power over others. But I really would like to emphasize that this doesn't feel like someone who takes advantage of that power. They feel like a very balanced individual. And in fact, it is much more than that. This is a very, I would say, fair person. Someone who gives people opportunities, and they will give you an opportunity to show yourself, you know, to show what you can do, to prove yourself and stuff like that. And okay, that's interesting. I feel like this person, they could have given people opportunities, like certain people who maybe sometimes in life don't get that many opportunities for some reason. And I'm hearing the reason for that is people judge very quickly. So this could be someone who doesn't judge just, you know, with speed. They really give you time. They really give you a chance to prove yourself. And I'm seeing this is a trait that a lot of people appreciate about this person, that they have their own mind and they're not that manipulative like this person. Just because, let's just say, other people do it a certain way, that doesn't mean they are going to do it the same way. You know, they go by their own mind, and this is something others appreciate for sure. But definitely someone who could be a great, for example, boss, or someone who could, let me see. Yeah, I'm hearing a leader, a fair leader. And it's interesting how I feel like this person could actually be a natural leader. Like, even when they were younger, they stepped into this power very organically, very natural, and maybe even growing up, they always desired to, you know, like step into that kind of position as well. The number 8 could be significant, or maybe someone sees triple eights, or at the time where this person, you may come closer, you may see certain repeating numbers. Also, when it comes to zodiac signs, although I don't really concentrate on that, I still, for some reason, feel like saying it. I'm getting fire signs coming through a lot, like Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Also Libra. Yeah, but maybe someone is at the time you will meet, maybe they are really embodying that kind of energy. Because once again, I don't want to focus on the zodiac. I'm focusing on the energy really, and it could be the case that they may embody this energy a lot, you know, like when you meet them, maybe they will come off as a fire sign, or they will have the way they present themselves, it's going to be very fiery. Could be such things. I feel like you and this person, you actually gonna come together or really understand each other in many different ways, in the sense that maybe there is something that, let's just say, a life goal that you have. And this could be a life goal that maybe not a lot of people around you have. And it's normally something that you are, you know, looking forward to, like by yourself, or, you know, not a lot of people are sharing the same interests for this thing. I feel like you and this person, you're actually gonna connect on that a lot. And it may actually be something that you're gonna work towards together, basically. Also, another thing I would like to mention is that this individual is a very attractive person. Yeah, just for you to know, they're very attractive. And I feel like when it comes to pursuing you, for some reason it's coming through that they may pursue you, but as always, take it how it resonates. You know, switch it up if it's the other way around, but for the majority of you guys, it may be more so them pursuing you. And I feel like it is in a very maybe traditional way. And okay, it means, of course, it depends on, you know, where you're from and what traditional in that sense means. But let me just put it that way. Maybe that's a better way to phrase it. It seems very old school. I don't know if that's better, but like I'm trying to, you know, to bring the message over to find the right words. Like, for example, in the old days, you know, there were maybe certain gestures that people used to do more than nowadays because dating at that time was different. Or pursuing someone was different, right? Because with time, society changes and a lot of things change actually. But there is something going to be very old-fashioned about them and how they're going to pursue you. Now, once again, it depends on where you're from or where this person may be from, but that's a message I'm receiving in here. So you can apply it on that. But that's something I'm getting here as well. Another thing I would like to mention as well, my dear, is that it could be the case that for some of you guys, this person is actually, the meeting is coming closer. This is a message for someone. Also, another thing I would like to mention here is someone's spirit guides are coming through and they have a message to share with you. And the message is focus on yourself. Now, it could be the case that, you know, your spirit guides, they want to confirm to you what's coming towards you in love, but at the same time, they want to tell you, okay, so that's the energy that you're currently attracting. And all you have to do is focus on yourself now. Don't think about it too much, or don't put too much energy in here. You just do you and the rest will follow, kind of. I'm hearing allow us to bring it in, have trust in us for some reasons coming through, yeah. So this could be a important message for someone. Somebody, I don't know why, but I'm seeing beautiful lips. There's something about lips in here. Maybe you're gonna love this person's lips. Or maybe you have beautiful lips and you hear that very often. Also, this person, my beautiful pile one, I'm getting so many messages. This person, another thing that you're really gonna appreciate about them is the sense, or this person being in this, yeah, it really matches the energy we got in the beginning. They just have this victory kind of energy about them. Someone who wins. Someone who wins in life. This is how they're coming through. And I feel like this is going to be something that you're going to acknowledge or see in them, recognize in them pretty like early on, that they are a winner. It's almost like everything this person approaches is with this winner mindset. Yeah. So my beautiful pile one, this is all I have for you when it comes to your candle wax reading. I'm not receiving any more messages. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. And also, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, my dear, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal one, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see. For my beautiful singles out there, who's coming towards you in love? Now, as always, my dear, I already meditated for you guys. And yeah, let me get you your candle. Let's see. All right. Oh, turned off. 1 second. Okay. So, for my beautiful pal 2, as always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here. For my beautiful pile 2. Okay, so the first message okay, that's interesting. The first message that I'm receiving regarding who's coming towards you in love, it's almost like I'm seeing where they are right now, or let me just say like what's happening in their life or the life phase that they're in right now. For some reasons coming through. So this is a timeless reading, by the way. But for you, my beautiful pal 2, I'm seeing that the person coming towards you in love, at this moment, they are almost like taking a step back and really putting their energy into themselves, almost like taking a break from maybe their environment or maybe their career. Of course, it depends. It's not like they're fully getting out of it, but like maybe they have taken some holidays or some days off, for example. And I see them really taking the time to reconnect to themselves. I do feel like this person could be someone who's pretty busy or someone who, has like a lot going on and maybe even some responsibilities or a lot of responsibilities, and they may sometimes just need some time in which, they can refocus on themselves and they can just leave this environment. And I feel like it's all about recharging. It's all about, clearing their mind, just getting out of the, very like hectic kind of environment and finding silence within the present moment. And it's definitely almost like a self-care kind of thing they do. Maybe every now and then this person takes some time off to do that, to clean their energy, to clean their space, to once again connect to themselves. And just, I'm hearing much needed relaxation or much needed calm. So this is definitely someone who understands that we need some time for ourselves, right? It doesn't matter how busy we are. It doesn't matter, where we're from, what city we're living in. We need to make sure that we recharge and we take care of, our body, and we take care of our emotions and our mental body as well, right? And this is someone who does those things regularly. I also feel like this is not someone who, okay, that's interesting. I'm hearing someone who's not scared to be alone, or someone who's not scared to be by themselves because they love to be by themselves. They love their own company, and they feel good doing so. This person doesn't feel uncomfortable when they are, for example, taking some time just by themselves. This person is not uncomfortable when they're single. I feel like they thrive, like they know how important it is to take the time for ourselves, and how much we can, do so great things when we are just by ourselves. But don't understand me wrong though. Yes, this person loves to be by themselves. Yes, they love to take some time just, for them, maybe, stepping back. But they also love their friends and family. And I feel like this is so, well, it's not ironic, but for some people, maybe it's very, like, it's the complete opposite, but no, but in a way it isn't. This person they may love to spend a lot of time by themselves, but just as much they also love to spend time with their, friends and family, with their colleagues. This person does feel like a very social person. They may be someone who has a very big group of friends, or at least people they care about and stuff like that. And just because they are very social doesn't mean that they can't also be by themselves, okay? This is someone who loves to interact. They love it. But at the same time, they know how important it is for us to also reconnect with ourselves and take some time by ourselves for ourselves. So this will definitely be the kind of person who will love to do so many things with you in the relationship, and at the same time also would like both of you guys to have their like alone time, or some privacy. They will definitely not be glued to you. This person will also like to have their free time. And you may too, especially if this also resonates with you. I think this is something both of you guys can definitely connect on beautifully. For example, maybe at evening sometime you may like to read a book in silence by yourself, and you just like to be in your own little world. This person would so much respect that. Like, they wouldn't say things like, why are you doing that? Like, are you trying to I don't know, like maybe certain things that people may say if they take it the wrong way. But both of you guys understand that as much as it's important to have time with each other, it's also important to give each other some space. So in this relationship, you definitely are not gonna feel like caged, or certain things about yourself you need to give up. I mean, of course, relationships are compromises, but it doesn't feel like you feeling like you're trapped or such thing. Maybe some of you guys sometimes fear that. You sometimes think, what if I lose myself in a relationship? Or what if, someone's trying to, I don't know, like take certain spaces away from me? This is not the kind of energy in here. This is all about coming together, being in a relationship, working through it, creating something beautiful with each other, but at the same time, also being your own person, also having your, own time and your free time and your own hobbies and stuff like that, right? This is all about feeling free. I also would like to talk about the fact that for the majority of you guys, I really strongly feel like this is going to be a new person entering your life. It doesn't feel like, for example, a old person coming back. No, a new person. Also, this person is very generous. That's something I heard. Generous. And I feel like it has something to do with finances in here. Another thing I would like to mention here for my beautiful pal too is that, and I'm getting a message from there, like view coming through. I'm not receiving yours, but this person will fall in love with you very, very much. This person, there is so much love coming through. They will genuinely fall in love with you. And I really feel like you will not doubt that. This person is very transparent when it comes to them showing it. Like, you're not gonna doubt whether what they're saying is actually how they feel, because they're gonna be pretty obvious. Like, they're gonna show you through their behavior, through their actions and stuff like that, how much they love you. I'm hearing there is no room for questioning it because there is no need for it. You will see it. And yeah, for some reason, I'm only getting their energy coming through. Like, I'm not receiving, let me see. I don't know why, but someone's childhood is coming through as well. Like, what is this about? Something regarding your childhood. Maybe, let me give you guys some examples. How your childhood could be connected to this energy. Let's just say someone you know from your childhood is going to connect you to this person, or maybe you're going to do something with this person that you really enjoyed doing in your childhood. Maybe you can really connect with your inner child when you are with them, or they're going to somehow help you heal your inner child. I mean, it can really be anything because, as I said, I'm not receiving anything specific. So when this message comes through like that, I guess it could literally be that. It could be a lot of different things for a lot of you guys because that's a general reading. But I really feel like this person, yeah, I feel like it has something to do with them maybe helping you heal something when it comes to your inner child. But speaking of that, I do feel like this relationship is very fun. Like, it's about enjoying yourself. It's about enjoying each other, the time. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how old you are. You guys really take the time to just to enjoy life and have fun. Because sometimes when we get older, right, when we get an adult, life turns to be very serious and we can't really find that much of that energy in our daily life anymore because there is a lot we need to take like responsibility for, we need to take care of and stuff like that, right? Very busy, and sometimes we may forget how to bring this childlike fun energy back into our even adult space. And this is someone who knows how to do that. And I said they do feel like someone who's busy, but at the same time, they still know how to do that. And maybe I talked about the fact that, they may take some time off for themselves. Maybe in that time, they also, do something that nurtures their own inner child because they know how important it is, because it will always be a part of us. So yeah, that's also very interesting. My dear pal 2, this is actually all I'm receiving. I'm not getting any more messages. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. It was definitely a very, very nice energy to work with. Like, this person's energy is very light. It is also very bright. I feel like when you're gonna meet them, you're really gonna enjoy being around them. There's no doubt about that. Now, as always, my dear, if you would like to get a personal reading, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my love. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now, let's start straight away with your reading. Let's see, my dear, who's coming towards you in love for my beautiful singles out there. Now, as always, my dear, I already meditated for you guys. And yeah, let's start. Let me get you your candle for my beautiful pile 3. All right. As always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here. What is coming towards you for my beautiful pile 3? What's coming towards you in love? Let's see. Who's coming? Pile 3. The first thing I would like to say is that Yeah. My dear, for some reason, this person, okay, I really feel like this person could be someone who's pretty private. They may not be the kind of person who overshares a lot when it comes to like maybe on social media or just generally also like offline. I don't feel like this is someone who talks a lot about their private life, like a very private person. Yeah, someone who's very private. And this could actually be one of the things that you notice about this person, that they're not an open book. And even if some people think they know a lot about them, they don't. Because this person shares only what they want to share. But they're not someone who overly shares at all. And I feel like it may even take some time for this person to open up to someone. Like they could, maybe they're not really that kind of person who opens up eagerly or just to anyone. Yeah, it feels like they protect their energy. This could be the kind of person who has a certain circle, like social circle, and they're very careful when it comes to who they allow into that space and who's gonna stay out. So this is someone who doesn't joke around when it comes to their energies. They're very mindful of it, and it starts for them with who we allow into our space and who we keep at a distance, basically. And once again, even beyond that, I feel like they are just very private. Maybe in the beginning, they're not gonna share a lot with you. Maybe it's gonna take some time for them to open up to you. But it's interesting how this is gonna make them almost like even more mysterious, you know? Like when we meet certain people who, yeah, literally are not an open book, we almost feel like very intrigued by them. Like there's something about them maybe we feel very curious about, or we want to figure out, we want to get to know even more. And it's kind of like you're gonna have a very similar thing happening to you here. I don't know why, but I feel like it could be the case that, okay, so this person may have currently, or maybe they just entered this phase in their life, but they will soon, if they haven't had so far yet, almost go like, in a way, it feels like a spiritual, yeah, it almost feels like a spiritual awakening, or let me see. Yeah, I feel like this person may actually step into their spirituality more. Maybe they used to not be the most spiritual person, but maybe something happened or they got introduced to something, and now they have a much more like expanded view when it comes to their life. And I feel like spirituality has been added to it. Maybe something they didn't really care about in the past, but now that's very different. Like now, it's almost like spirituality is slowly becoming a huge part of their life, or a very significant one. That's very interesting, because you need to understand this person doesn't feel like spiritual at all. Like they feel like the complete opposite. So I feel like it's definitely something that has either just happened to them or is about to happen to them. And it's gonna really make them also come out of their comfort zone. Because let me explain it a little bit further. Like, this is the kind of person who's very practical, very logical. I would say pretty much like in the Matrix, you know, someone who is like that, like their mind is really like dictating their human experience, and there may not be a lot of room for like wonders or for, you know, spiritual um stuff. And it's interesting how that is changing. Like, this could be the kind of person who used to say, I don't really believe in this or that, but they may go through certain experiences that prove them differently, that actually make them understand what it really is about. Like, it's almost like they're getting out of a certain ignorant mindset, and they're coming into a much more understanding space. This is definitely some kind of experience which will happen to them. Like, very often those kind of revelations happen to us, especially if we're not really in that energy at all. It may actually, through some kind of incident, it may be triggered. Like, sometimes people may have a certain tower moment, which in a way is also a spiritual awakening, and it really awakens them to certain things that they never thought of before, or that were prior to this tower moment not important to them. And it's kind of like a lot of transformation. And this is what I'm seeing in here. It could be the case that this person, if they haven't, they will go through some kind of tower moment, which will, I'm literally hearing, open their eyes. So that's very interesting. I'm seeing, yeah, it will open their eyes and it will free them. Free them of certain beliefs or concepts that maybe are very ignorant or they have been taught. And it's kind of like they're getting out of the space, and I'm hearing there's a lot to discover. This is also someone who's very courageous. Like, how should I explain it? Okay, let me put it that way. This may be the kind of friend who has taken a lot of like risks, or has decided very often with, or hasn't, taken certain decisions with a lot of like courage. They could be the friend that has taken certain decisions that others wouldn't do, or maybe a lot of people have respect for them doing. But this is who they are. They're not scared of what could be. They want to try. They don't want to regret. They are a very courageous person for sure. And it could even be the case that even looking at their maybe work history, they have taken a lot of courageous decisions who definitely took them to certain places. Like, yeah. Because this person is not scared to fail. They understand that success also means failing. I also feel like they are a very honest person, by the way. Yeah. This is someone who also fearlessly speaks their truth and speaks what's important to them. They will voice their opinion even if they are the minority when it comes to a certain opinion. They will do it. I feel like one of the first impressions you may have of this person for some reason could be connected to a certain independence. That's very interesting. What is this about? It's almost like you getting the impression that they're very independent, or what is this about? Maybe for some of you guys, you could connect with this person somehow through work, or even if not, still, maybe you're going to get some kind of insights regarding their workspace and stuff like that, or their work ethics, something about their job, and this is an impression that you're going to receive off of them. Or someone may tell you something about them, which is going to give you this impression as well. Someone is traveling, or someone is about to travel. There is something about the color blue and green here as well. It could have a certain meaning or be someone's favorite color. What is this about? Like, such random messages I'm getting right now. But yeah, blue and green. Could maybe even be someone's eye color, but This person also, definitely, they love to, I feel like work out, or they move, like definitely some kind of, I guess, working out or sports, which makes them maybe move a lot. Or what is this about? Yeah, they could play certain sports as well, in which they need to definitely a lot of movement, a lot of, I mean, even hearing going from one place to the other for some reason. But this person loves that. They love to physically challenge themselves. Wouldn't surprise me as well if they would maybe work out or have certain training even that challenges them physically, but that's something they love. You know, sometimes when people work out and it's like they may say, I had such a good workout, like I feel so like done. Like I just worked out so much that I feel so tired, but I feel so good. I feel full of energy at the same time. That could be something, they also feel when they work out. Of course, it's very challenging, but at the same time, they just feel so good about themselves. Okay, this is so random. But hey, that messages I'm receiving. Let me see. Is there anything else? Okay, for someone, I don't know why, but I'm also getting New York. And I'm also getting certain numbers. I'm getting 8, 3, and 5 coming through. So, my beautiful pile 3, this is all I have for you for today. I am not receiving any more messages. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. Also, my dear, as always, if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3, take care, my dear.